The title of this video is How to Read a Book. You must, after reading the title, you must have been like, what the hell is this stupid ass goofy boy talking about? Well, in this video, I will teach you how to read a book and remember it throughout your lifetime. Let's assume a story about a guy named Chad. Okay, so Chad is a Chad, and he wants to learn about how to make a business. So he basically searches on YouTube how do you become an entrepreneur. How do you fucking pronounce it? Anyways, how to become a businessman, and he starts scrolling on YouTube Shorts. And every Shorts YouTuber is saying, read books, read books, read books. So Chad obviously be like, okay, I will now order some books from Amazon and start reading them. He orders some basic books of money like Rich Dad Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, The Psychology of Money. These are the most common ones. So yeah, so he starts reading one book every week, and he after an year he finishes about 52 books. After reading these books, Chad decides to take a quiz on this topic. So what do you think? Were Chad's results good or bad? His results were terrible. Chad realized that he wasted 1 year of his life reading pointless books. The Chad in the story is actually me. And I wasted 1 year reading bullshit. I mean, not bullshit, those books were great, but I did not have a proper protocol. A wise man once said that reading books is a waste of time unless and until you don't use that knowledge or remember it. So in this video, I will four teach you 4 steps on how you can implement and remember the book for your life over your lifetime. Okay, so let's start. So the first step is just reading the book. Reading the book and underlining or highlighting with a highlighter if you're a girl important points. Okay, so first step is read. Now when I read this book the first time, I underline important points, and when I read this second, when I reread the book, I think I imagine ways or situations where I can use this principle. So the first step was reading and marking important points, and the second step was rereading and thinking of situations where you can use the principle. Now comes the third step. The third step is implementation. For example, I read I read a chapter of this book about smiling. Okay, so the book says that smiling will help you make more friends and make a good impression on everyone. So I go outside to take a walk, and whenever I meet someone, I smile at them. Just smile at them. It doesn't matter if you know them or not, they will probably think you are a creep. But you are implementing the principle which will help you remember it. This is actually there is a study where it was found that reading is like when you read only 10% of the you will only remember 10% of the content, but when you implement the things that you read, you will actually remember 90 to 190% of all the contents in the chapter. So yes, basically the third step is implementation. It's as easy as that. Now comes the fourth step. The fourth step is journaling. Now you will journal or write on paper what you have just read. For example, this is my notebook for journaling, and I actually write book summaries in this book. For example, this is all the summaries of the chapter I have read in this book. Yes, that's it. Now this was the fourth step. Which was journaling. Now the fifth step is you just need to recap every book for in every 2 to 3 months. so that you don't forget it. Once you recap this book like 2 to 5 times, you will remember it throughout your lifetime. And also, most businessmen don't use books like a reading tool. They actually use them as handbooks. So, for example, you're going on a party with your friends and also with people you don't know. So what you just do before the party is just recap this book. Just read the summaries you have written in the journal. That's it. That will allow you to implement implement the principles of the book. That's it. That's how you read a book and remember it throughout your lifetime. I will probably meet you in the next video if I am not dead. So till then,